Neither in young Sheldon nor at the start of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage was Jim's retirement considered. But one heartbreaking aspect of George Sr.'s passing was made clear in First Marriage Season 1 by Jim and Audrey's response to the catastrophe. This was clearly clear in Thanksgiving, Episode 5 of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, when Audrey looked up Jim's beer consumption. Jim, who treasured his relationship with Mandy but also never forgot what had happened to Georgie's father, was even more affected. Jim never would have considered retiring prior to George Sr.'s passing, especially considering the hostility toward Feigenbacher, but he did consider it once he received Feigenbacher's offer. However, Jim gave selling to Feigenbacher some serious thought after realizing that George Sr. was younger than he was and yet passed so suddenly, which helped him to put his and Feigenbacher's small-scale animosity in perspective and reminded him of how fleeting and valuable life was. Georgie's prosperity was established by The Big Bang Theory Season 11, but it never explained how he obtained the funds to launch his tire business. The Season 1 finale of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, which revealed how that occurred, finally addressed another riddle and put an end to speculation about Georgie's future wealth accumulation. Rather, it demonstrated how he had never been prior to the beginning of his company endeavor, which would not have been feasible had Georgie not approached his mother Mary to provide financial support for his concept. Mary essentially had a stake in Georgie's success, since she provided him with the loan that allowed him to obtain his money by using her home as collateral. Georgie would never want to see Mary leave his boyhood home, so while the revelation heightens the stakes and expectations for his business, it also makes his rags-to-riches story even more compelling. Furthermore, Mary's investment in Georgie increases the likelihood that she will be more involved in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2, not only as Georgie's mother but also as someone who hopes their investment will generate some income. The conclusion of Season 1 of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage successfully launched Georgie's Big Bang Theory tale. In fact, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episodes 21 and 22 alluded to the potential problems that could arise in their marriage by highlighting their ongoing trust issues and Scott and Mandy's possibly lingering feelings for one another, even as they established their feelings for one another and willingness to work things out. The simultaneous purchase of McAllister Tires by Georgie and Ruben launched Georgie's entrepreneurial career and established an intriguing alliance between two individuals who had previously hardly ever tolerated one another. The plot was amusing despite knowing where it would go because Mary's interest in their business also added another unexpected element to Georgie's enterprise. Last but not least, the McAllisters' startling agreement on Jim's decision to retire created previously unheard-of storylines in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2, which may lead to more issues for Georgie and Mandy, but also to much more interesting events. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.